Good morning, people. Good morning. Guys, I think I've been meaning to share a journey of poultry with you, and I kept on saying I'll actually invite you into this journey, but I don't know. There's just, when you're not a content creator, yeah, it's a bit difficult to set up who shares their daily lives. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. But here I am today. I decided that let me share that journey with you. Good people, I'm gonna share in snippets, so please bear with me. So there will be parts of my journey with you. Whenever I've got time, I'll share with you, and then you are more than welcome to ask me questions, and believe me, I'll answer those questions. So, guys, let me tell you where I started. You need to have capital. You need to have capital. It's very important. It's imperative that you have capital because it's not easy. Farming requires funding. If Let me give you an instance. If you have 100 rand and your budget is 90 rand, believe me, your budget will be multiplied by 5, and you'll end up not having enough sufficient capital to conclude your project. So it's very important to have capital and to then have an extra to top up in case your project delays. So there are major projects actually. There are major projects. Let me just say there are major projects that are actually there are major projects that are actually invested in the farm. If you can see, obviously, my farm. I'm not sure if you can see the picture. I'll load the picture. My farm. When I started my farm, I actually decided that I need to have a very big structure. It must be a small scale farming converted into a big farm. And then I then decided that, okay, fine, let me have structures, let me buy land, structures, connect electricity, borehole, and then build some structures on the side to accommodate the operation of the farm. So, guys, I don't know if I really need to share the cost with you because you'll fall off your chair. You will fall off your chairs. So, the electricity connection here, ESCOM, the electricity to connect ESCOM, I paid about 27,000 rand. The water borehole, the borehole water, I paid about 70,000. And then fencing, the fencing was very expensive. It was very pricey. I paid it's two yards. It's like two plots. So the first one I paid 27,000, and the second one 27,000, not including labor actually. And then the structures, all material costed me around 90,000 to 100,000, excluding labor. And then to buy the equipment, I think I had, if I remember correctly, I think I had transferred 350,000 rand to AfriCrowd. AfriCrowd, yeah, it was about 350,000. So when I talk about equipment, I'm talking about the cages, talking about anything that has to connect to the cages, the chickens, the layers, because I got the layers from them. So all in all, guys, if I estimate the cost of that project, it's close to 1 million. Close to 1 million. And when I had that capital, I realized that, I can go and buy a car, I can go and build a mansion, but I realized that buying a car and building a mansion will not generate enough revenue for me to actually sustain my life, sustain my finances. So I then decided that no, let me just have a farm so that it can generate more money and it can generate revenues so that I'm able to sustain my life, so that I'm able to sustain my life. So it was two decisions that I had to make. I had two options actually that I had to take. One was to buy a car and build myself a mansion. One was to just build a business and then continue generating more income. So it was more of an investment. And I must say that I do not regret investing in this farming. However, it comes with its own challenges. And the challenges are dire. The challenges can send you to a hospital bed. The challenges can send you to the funeral parlor. That one I can assure you. You need to die many times before you can realize your dream in farming. You are dealing with livestock. You're dealing with live chickens. And if come a pandemic, an avian influenza, it wipes your entire stock. You need to restart. Hence, most of the farms could not come back after the consequences of the avian influenza. So I had taken a break as well in 2023 when I was hit by avian influenza. Decided that, I cannot take it anymore. Let me just take a break. Luckily, my farm was not on credit. So you can imagine if it was on loan, I wouldn't even be able to decide then there to restart it because the bank would have taken it a long time ago. So my farm was built on cash. I don't owe anyone. Everything that I've done in that farm, it's cash basis. So the investment is a cash